Another major story we're following right now is the damage caused by hundreds of protesters last night in Sacramento. They showed up wearing helmets, body armor, shields, some had with bats and chains. Several buildings had their windows shattered, the walls graffitied, including this is City Hall here. Also, the DA's office and the Sacramento Sheriff's Office were hit.
Those demonstrations are expected to continue. KCRA 3's Vicki Gonzalez joins us live tonight with Sacramento Police Chief. And Vicki, we'll send it over to you.
Yeah, Lisa, we're just going to get right to it. Thank you so much, Chief Hahn, for speaking with us on the eve of the second night of demonstrations across the city. How did last night go?
Well, it could have been better, but that was really on the people that came to our city and were bent on destruction. But you know, as a police chief and as a human being, my first priority in a demonstration like last night, where in my opinion they weren't protesters, they weren't helping with what is ailing our country right now, with what so many people are upset and trying to change now. In an event like that, my first priority is people's safety, both the officers' safety, the men and women that I'm responsible for in this department, and the community that we serve, and then major property damage. So yes, they broke windows, they graffitied our city. We hate to see that. We hate that for the business owners that work so hard every day to make a living and provide for their employees and their families. But at the same time, as we've seen these similar demonstrations, these similar violent protests across our country, we see buildings burning down, we see people being hurt, officers being hurt, people being killed. We didn't have that in this city. And so we will not have our buildings burned down. We will not have people get hurt. So in that sense, I think it went relatively well. Could it have gone a lot better? Yeah, these folks could have protested and exercised their First Amendment rights, but that's not why they were here.
Is there a challenge striking that right balance, protecting property and public safety, but also not escalating destructive behavior?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, we see these same groups across the country, and we see cities burning down. We see people being killed even in the last week. We didn't have that here, and I'd like to think that was in large part because of the men and women that wear the Sacramento Police Department uniform and the allied agencies that assisted us yesterday struck a good balance, not a great outcome, because people are hurting that live in our city now because they have to repair damage and they have to spend money that was hard earned. But at the same time, nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt. No police officers were hurt. No community members were hurt. No buildings burnt down. So in that regard, I think it was a relatively, with all things considered, a good outcome.
The Sacramento Sheriff Jones, he said earlier this afternoon, he would have preferred arrests, and that tonight there would potentially be arrests on county jurisdictions, on county property. How do you respond to that?
Sheriff Jones has a responsibility to run his department. I have a responsibility to run mine. This is my city, I've lived every single day of my life in. A city that I spent over 30 years in this police department in, and I will continue to do my responsibility. I'm extremely proud of the men and women that worked last night in tenuous circumstances, not only in this uniform, but in the uniform of the members that came from other agencies, and I'll continue to be proud of them because we kept our city from burning and nobody got hurt.
How is, in tenuous situations like that, how is the working relationship between the police department and the sheriff's department?
Working relationship is fine.
What should people expect tonight? Should, frankly, people be coming to downtown Friday evening?
I would say no, they shouldn't. This group is, as they show up wearing helmets, masks, vests, all black clothing, covering their faces. Why would you cover your face? Our regular protesters don't cover their face. They stand out in the middle of the street, they speak their mind, they express their feelings, their hurt, their anger. That's what we expect in our city. That's what the Constitution protects. The people that come in armor with sticks, backpack full of things, handing things out to each other, walking around spray painting things, breaking things, they are taking away from what people are working so hard to fix in this country. And quite frankly, I find it offensive not only as a police officer and a police chief, but as a black man my entire life. And this community should find it offensive. And this society, this country has to stand up against people like that so this country can heal itself and be good for everybody. Because these folks that came last night, and I fully expect them to come tonight, they don't care about that. That's not why they're here. They're here to do exactly what they did last night, incite officers to react and then harm police officers and get them in unfavorable circumstances. That is why they're here. That is only why they're here. And we are not going to allow them to do that in our city.
Well, thank you so much, Chief Hahn.
Okay.
And I'm Vicki Gonzalez in Sacramento. We're going to send it back to you guys in the studio.